If you want to fire like this, you better buckle up, buttercup. Hey, it took me forever to find my ferro rod because I lost it yesterday. Now, I swear to God, this thing entered the Kamui dimension, but I ended up getting it back. I'm going to show you guys how to start a fire because I want to clear up some dead wood, which I'm actually going to show you in a second. Well, actually, there is dead wood all over the place, but as you can see. But specifically, I need it gone right here because I want to build something right here which will store my building wood, which is, don't mind the Coke cans. But I want to take this wood, or I mean this wood right here, and then I want to throw it over there, but it'll be protected by something I'm going to build, but I have to clear space for that. So that wood and this guy right here, the tree I cut down from that one video, and there's still a bunch of pieces over there that I have to be able to move up here, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but you know, it'll be worth it because I'll have good building wood here I can take out excuse me, during the winter. Something might be smart as TikTok, yeah. So I gotta clear a bunch of all. I gotta clear and burn all this wood. So you're gonna learn how I start my fires out here in northern Minnesota. Northern Minnesota, man. Actually, let's get up close and personal. So I cleared out my fire pit, which is filled with other logs, but I can't start with those logs first because they're not gonna light as easy. So first, I'm gonna take some of that firewood that is already over there and pick out some small twigs and stuff like that and gather those and put those here. I'm also gonna grab some birch bark because that is what I'm gonna use in combination with this to start the fire. When you're picking out twigs to start your fire, you have to make sure that they're small, but like also you have to make sure that they snap cleanly, like that. Otherwise, if they don't and it kind of snaps and it kind of like doesn't break off as easy, that means there's too much water in there. There's too much moisture content within the wood. And when you put that on your fire, you're gonna be mad as hell when your fire goes out. And you're gonna be stomping and kicking and doing all that shit like I have done before. Trust me, I've been there, so you don't have to. So I have all of this now. I'm gonna break this up. This probably should be enough because it's a really dry day. But if it's like raining or it's wet outside, you definitely have to have way more. Because again, like I said, you're gonna be stomping and kicking your fire pit, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be wondering why the hell you got charcoal all over you. I'm gonna go grab some bigger sticks because you should have everything near you, so you don't gotta get running around all over the campsite looking for materials to put onto the fire, so you're not overly stressed out. I got some bigger sticks. This honestly should be enough to where you can leave the fire and it shouldn't go out right away. But I also have this old sunflower stock, I think, that I kind of want to just see how it lights. I have never burned one of these before, and I'm not expecting anything super big, but I don't know. You never really know with these kind of things. I really gotta get this log depot up, and log depot is just a thing that holds my logs. Pause. Not pause. I need to be able to store the wood without it rotting. That's what I meant to say. So I've got my small twigs all bunched up like this. You kind of want to keep it airy, so just set it off to the side. And then I also have these like in between stage of these sticks and those sticks. The sticks you can't see, but this is just the next step up. Now I got some birch bark. This stuff is honestly amazing. You could do so many things with it. You can make sheaths. You can start fires. You can extract oil from it that lubricates your tools. You can create a canoe with it. You can create watertight canoes. You can do so much with it. And there's mice dookie in this one. I don't know if I want to use that. So, and typically if your ground is wet, you kind of want to put some like sticks there just to keep like a barrier between the start of your fire and the wet ground. But honestly, this stuff is pretty dry. It's just cold. So I think I'm just gonna start the fire right on top of it. I'm gonna take this piece and I'm kind of gonna make a bunch of birch strips into it, kind of like this. And I'm gonna put those off into a pile. These are gonna help your fire out a bunch. This is how I start my fires, with a ferro rod, but you can do matches as well. See, I told you can make sheaths out of your knives, what? Out of your knives? I told you can make sheaths out of your birch bark. But you're gonna take your knife and you're gonna kind of go along your birch bark, kind of like this. And you're gonna make a little pile of birch bark shavings, kinda. You're gonna go along like the top. You're not gonna cut into it, you're gonna go along the top of it. So, and now, wait, I'm gonna tap it a little bit to get it out in the middle. And now you're gonna have something like this. Now lay that down. Now you're gonna move your knife out the way. And then now you got your ferro rod. And now you're gonna go on the edge. You're not gonna fully strike it yet. You're gonna go on the edge and you're kind of just gonna shave some shavings off into the pile, just gently. And now you can finally full strike and start it. It's smoking a little bit. Well, it usually doesn't take that long, but it's been a minute, so gotta knock the rust off. You feel me? Usually you're gonna go like that. I totally forgot a step. You're gonna put something right there just to lay the sticks on top of. And you're gonna take your twigs and you're gonna kind of just gently lay them on top, like so. You should have a little bit extra birch bark just in case it goes out a little bit, so you can like kind of just keep it going. It's going decently well. Now I like to take that next step and I kind of like to lay them out in my fingers, kind of like that. And you don't want to put them all in a bunch and throw it on top, because then it's gonna smolder the fire. So, and then you're gonna be mad and kicking the fire out. Basically lay it on top, don't smolder it too much, and then wapow, ka-chow. Whew, that shit hot. Whew. Now I'm gonna see if this guy's gonna burn. But it definitely is burning. Pretty well. Damn, I can't even shake it out. I'm just gonna leave that there just to give the next stick something to lay on top of without smoldering the fire out. It doesn't have to be perfect, especially if it's a dry day like this. If it's a rainy day, it's gonna be much harder, but you know, go hard or go home. I don't think they say that. Skip it, toilet. Hey. But now you should be at a point where you can get up and go grab some more materials. If it was wet outside, you probably, or if it was raining outside, you'd probably want a tarp over you. But at this point, you're pretty much done with the setting it up part. Ow. Fuck, that hurt. If you want a fire like this, you better buckle up, buttercup. That's so fucking stupid.